Hey everybody, it's Janet, your Profit Breakthrough Coach, here today to talk to you more about pricing and money mindset. Because oftentimes I find that when a person is struggling with money mindset, perhaps they feel bad about not really knowing how to budget it or take care of it, or maybe they're worried about high credit card debt, whatever. All of these feelings, negative beliefs about yourself often shows up in your business. And the first place it shows is in your pricing, right? How do you feel about pricing? So today I wanted to share with you a little bit more about helping people understand how you help them in that sales conversation, right? Because we want to get away from the word price. We're trying to scooch them over to the energy of investing or enrolling or just basically coming on board with you to experience a transformation in their lives, right? Because all of us as small business owners, we want to make more money, right? We want to be more profitable. But the difference is how do you want to get there, right? Do you want to get there in a way that sacrifices your health, makes you work, 60 hours a week? Or do you want to get there in a way that feels really graceful and in the flow and easy, right? Now, I'm not saying that everything is easy because it certainly is not. There's always going to be those days where it's just going to be like, a whirlwind of like, did I even eat lunch today? Right? But for the most part, when you have that sales conversation, you want to get that person in the space of knowing that running their business with ease and flow and grace is certainly possible. Okay, now I'm speaking in terms for service providers, but also the same goes for people who sell products, right? Because you might have a product listed on Amazon for maybe, I don't know, $50, right? And then the next person might have the same thing listed for $50. Which one are you going to buy? I mean, you can't really compete on price. So what can you compete on? Perhaps you could compete on the description where you tell people, oh, how is this going to change your life? How is this going to help you have a more fun summer vacation? Or how is this product going to help you, I don't know, get healthy? Okay, so that's what it's really about, is putting people in the mind space of emotions. Now, once you do, once you do, that the price is like a no-brainer, right? Because if it's a product, then fine, just click in and pay for it, okay? But if you're a coach or a consultant or a service provider, you really need to focus on, like I said, getting them into that heart space, right? Into the heart transformation. How is this going to change my life space? Okay. So it's really important when you have that discovery call to really clue in on the words that they're saying, and clue in also to those, when their shoulders are scrunched up or when they're not giving you eye contact and they just seem kind of tense. Pay attention to when those shoulders relax. Okay, pay attention to the nods, and the excitement, the claps perhaps, like whatever it is. Pay attention to that and hang on to that. That is worth more gold than turning your customer into a calculator and budgeting and figuring out that sort of, pricing detail with you. Because remember, when you're in the emotional space, it's more about investment and transformation. Okay, so that's where you really want to live, in that sales pricing space. So if you would like to learn more about pricing, I welcome you to please go check out my free pricing webinar. You can find it at mymoneypivot.com. You just have to simply register. It comes with a free gift, and I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Have a great day. Bye.